Good morning, Masters. We are in 8th chapter, Adding Another Child. Lee was married and had 2 children. She had a meditation practice of 15 years that formed the spiritual center of her life. Recently, her meditations had taken an unexpected turn, and she had come for a reading to get a clairvoyant perspective. The first thing I noticed when I focused on Lee was a group of spirit babies floating in her aura. There were about 10 or 11 of them, all milling about one another, creating a giant animated cloud of green energy. Periodically, one little girl spirit baby would separate herself from the cloud and move toward Lee. Just as the spirit baby was about to enter Lee's aura, the others in the group would surround the spirit and the little girl would get lost in the crowd. When I described the crowd of children and the little girl, Lee was amazed. That's exactly what I have been seeing in my meditations. Let me tell you what's been happening. About 2 months ago, my husband and I were on our first vacation without the kids. I was meditating by the ocean when suddenly I was surrounded by children. I knew it was some kind of psychic phenomenon, so I just kept my center and watched. They seemed aware of me, but mostly played and interacted with one another. They were a real ragtag group and they seemed hungry, as if no one were taking care of them. My attention was drawn to one little girl. I could feel my energy going out to her. We made a connection. She seemed very happy to have my attention. But whenever she tried to come closer to me, all the others would crowd around her, looking for attention too, and I would lose the connection. Finally, they all disappeared. The images of the crowd of children and the little girl now recur almost every time I meditate, Lee concluded. I know what my intuition tells me about all this, but I wanted to get a clairvoyant perspective. I believe you are deciding to have another child, I explained. You have attracted this crowd of spirit babies because your karmic family is complete. In other words, the 2 children you and your husband have now are the ones you were destined to have. The group of spirit babies that follows you is made up of those who do not have a specific destiny with anyone. Their karma is more general. It simply tells them to find someone who will love and make a place for them. These spirit babies are often drawn to people who choose to have more children after their karmic families are complete. Lee smiled and said, You and I are on the same page. After my first experience with the children, I knew intuitively that my husband and I were being offered the opportunity to have another child if we wanted. I have discussed this with my husband, and we have both decided that we want another child. My question is, how can we connect with this little girl? I don't seem to be able to keep my connection with her when the other spirits crowd around. I instructed Lee in the basics of conscious conception and showed her a way to focus the energies of the conception cradle to specifically embrace the little girl. I recommended that she and her husband do the visualization and chant each day at the same time so that their steady, loving presence would become like a beacon for the spirit to focus on. Lee thanked me and promised to let me know what happened. I know this is going to work, she told me as she was leaving. I have a good intuition about these things. Lee was right. She found out she was pregnant 3 months later. Breath exercises. Conscious conception is a way for you to enter into and affect the psychic process of creating a child. You can participate in this process in 3 ways. By stimulating and directing the flow of Kundalini through your chakra system, by visualizing the process of creating the conception cradle, by amplifying the conception cradle's message of unconditional love through chanting. All of these methods align the psychic forces necessary to complete conception on a spiritual level. They amplify and reinforce the essential life force that allows your spirit baby to connect with and animate his or her new body. While many of my clients use these methods when there is a problem with conception, I often recommend conscious conception for anyone who wishes to establish a loving, nurturing presence for the spirit baby. The Kundalini of Creation. The first meditation will help you access and direct your Kundalini, the foundation energy of the conception cradle. Sit with your back straight and your feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes and take a few moments to listen to your breath. Place the palm of your left hand on your first chakra, located at the base of your spine. Focus your attention there for 3 breaths. A breath is 1 inhalation and exhalation. Place the palm of the right hand on your abdomen, about 2 inches below your navel. Focus your attention there for 3 breaths. Place the palm of your left hand on your stomach. Focus your attention there for 3 breaths. Place the palm of your right hand on the center of your chest. Focus your attention there for 3 breaths. Place the palm of your left hand on your throat. Focus your attention there for 3 breaths. Place the palm of your right hand on the center of your forehead. Focus your attention there for 3 breaths. Place the palm of your left hand on top of your head. Focus your attention there for 3 breaths. Place your left hand palm up on your left thigh and your right hand palm up on your right thigh. As you inhale, imagine a gold and orange energy being drawn up your spine from the base to the top of your head. As you exhale, visualize this energy flowing through the top of your head and into the air above you. Continuing inhaling the Kundalini energy up your spine and exhaling it through the top of your head for 5 to 10 minutes. This meditation removes blocks from the chakra system and frees up the Kundalini energy so it can form the conception cradle. Remember, the formation of the conception cradle is a natural process, just like the journey of sperm and egg. Once the Kundalini is free from any limitations, the formation of a strong conception cradle usually follows. I recommend this meditation as a daily practice for those whose energy systems are depleted by overwork, stress, or difficult emotional circumstances because of its ability to restore a strong Kundalini. The conception cradle. Visualizing the conception cradle is a way of sending a direct and loving message to your spirit baby. It says, "We love you. We embrace you. Welcome to our family." I recommend that couples do this meditation together if possible, especially if there have been problems with conception. This meditation may be done either sitting up or laying down. If you are unfamiliar with meditation or energy work, I suggest you do the Kundalini meditation at the beginning of this section first. It will enhance your awareness of this vital life force energy. Close your eyes and listen to your breath. If you are doing this with a partner, join hands and synchronize your breath. Both of you should inhale together and exhale together. This will allow the two of you to work in harmony with each other. Inhale and visualize that you are drawing an orange gold energy from the base of your spine to the top of your head. As you exhale, imagine the orange gold color glowing at the top of your head. Repeat for at least 10 breaths. When ready, let your exhalation carry the orange and gold energy out through the top of your head. Visualize your and your partner's Kundalini intertwining and forming a column. Visualize your energies merging at the top of the column and forming a shallow orange gold ball. Imagine yourself and your partner standing next to the orange gold ball, the conception cradle, holding hands. Visualize a full moon in a dark night sky. Imagine the image of a fetus in the circle of the moon. Using your breath, draw the full moon into the conception cradle. Once it is there, say the following affirmation: We love you. We embrace you. We open our hearts to your conception. Repeat as often as you like. When you are finished, watch the image of the moon in the conception cradle. If it remains after the affirmation is finished, conception is close at hand. If visualizing the image of the full moon in the conception cradle is too difficult, just visualize yourself and your partner holding hands next to the conception cradle and do the affirmation. When the time of conception is at hand, the image of a child will appear in around the conception cradle. By doing this visualization, you let your spirit baby know that you and your partner are ready for conception to occur. Your conscious presence at the conception cradle also tells your spirit baby that you acknowledge conception as a sacred act that occurs in a sacred time. You are not trying to force your spirit baby to incarnate. By opening your heart to your spirit baby, you are showing your acceptance of the karmic forces that will determine the spirit's conception and time of birth. This acceptance stimulates the spirit baby to enter into the conception contract and often removes any energy blocks that would make the process of getting pregnant a long and arduous one. I recommend this visualization as a daily practice for those who are trying to get pregnant. It opens the door to conception and establishes you as a loving, supportive presence for your spirit baby. The conception chant. The conception cradle is an energy form that radiates unconditional love and acceptance. This chant amplifies the energy of unconditional love and focuses your spirit baby's attention on conception. A good preparation for this chant is the Kundalini meditation at the beginning of this section. Sit with your back straight and your feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes and listen to your breath. Focus on the center of your chest. Chant So, Su, O for as long as you like. Try to chant for at least 3 minutes. When you finish chanting, just sit and listen. If you hear a voice echoing the chant back to you, it is a sign that you have connected with your spirit baby. Conception is not far off. This chant is a simple, easy way to participate in the spiritual process of conception. It allows you to consciously offer your spirit baby the energy of unconditional love and acceptance present in the conception cradle. This chant is also very effective when done in an informal way. Try it while you are mowing the lawn, washing dishes, waiting for a bus, or taking a walk. It can be done fast or slow in rhythm with your activities. Whether you chant aloud or internally does not matter. Your spirit baby will hear you. I recommend doing this chant at least once a day while you are trying to get pregnant. You can also do this chant when you are worried, stressed, or undergoing fertility treatments. The energy of this chant will help balance and soothe your energy system. After all, prospective parents need unconditional love and acceptance too. Chapter 9: The Birth Shaman. Every mother is a birth shaman. Birth shaman is the term I use to describe the psychic role played by the mother during birth. I use the word shaman because it gives the most complete picture of the extraordinary psychic powers and responsibilities that a mother takes on at this special time. I have had the opportunity to observe and do readings for a number of traditional shamans during my career. Each had a different psychic talent: mediumship, talking to the dead, healing through ancestral spirits, calling in spirit guides through drumming and dance. While their talents were as diverse as the rituals used to express them, each had one thing in common: a fully open seventh chakra. This chakra, located at the top of the head, is a gateway chakra. When it is fully open, it takes down the barriers between the spirit realms and the physical world. It creates a channel that allows the wisdom and presence of the spirit world to flow into our own. The shaman uses this channel to bring the spirit world to life, to make the spirit world and its wisdom part of earthly reality. The shaman's body and energy system become anchors for this channel and are essential ingredients in making the spirit world real. When you visit the American equivalent of a shaman, a medium who speaks to the dead, for example, and the spirit of your deceased grandmother speaks to you, you feel the presence of your beloved grandmother in the room. The idea that perhaps your grandmother's spirit is watching over you becomes more than wishful thinking. The medium's open seventh chakra provides a gateway through which the spirit can cross over and become part of your physical reality. The presence of your grandmother's spirit becomes real to you. I have had many examples of this while doing medium work for my clients. In several startling instances, my clients reported that while I was channeling their deceased relative, my facial features changed to closely resemble the deceased. They said it was literally like seeing their beloved family member again. The basic job of the shaman, then, is to remove barriers and create an opening for spirits to enter our physical reality. This is an accurate job description of the mother's psychic role during birth. In order to get a better idea of the nature and importance of this role, it is necessary to understand the transformation that is occurring within the spirit baby as birth time approaches. Dual citizenship. From the moment of conception, a spirit baby is really a citizen of two worlds. The spirit baby's green oval shape, which contains the basic karmic program for the spirit's destiny, remains firmly connected to the spirit baby world. The conception cord, however, firmly anchors the spirit baby to the growing body in the mother's womb. This dual citizenship is of great benefit to the spirit baby. The conception cord allows the spirit to experience what it is like to be human. As the body grows and the human senses such as hearing develop, this cord gives the spirit baby a chance to try on his or her new body, to experience its stimulating new sensations in the safe haven of the womb. When this environment becomes too stimulating, the spirit baby can withdraw his or her consciousness back from the womb and into the restful quiet of the spirit baby world. There is always a safe space that meets the spirit baby's needs. I once saw an amusing, at least from a clairvoyant's point of view, example of how spirit babies use these safe spaces. I was doing a reading for an expectant mother who was about a month before her due date. When I made a telepathic connection to her spirit baby, a boy, I watched as the animated gold color in the center of his green oval flowed down the conception cord and into her uterus. The aura around the baby's body began to glow with animation and activity. "He is really kicking now. You must have asked him a question he didn't like," the mother joked. Fascinated, I asked her to tell me when he stopped, and I then removed my telepathic cord from the spirit baby. The gold energy immediately flowed back along the conception cord and into the spirit baby oval. "He stopped," she said, "as long as the gold energy left the womb." I tried making the telepathic connection with the spirit baby 2 more times. Each time the results were the same. He would go down to the uterus and kick up a storm until I removed the cord. Every time I disturbed one of his safe spaces, he would move to the other and express his displeasure. His message to me was clear: "If I don't want to talk to you, I don't have to." The spirit baby's dual citizenship has a more important function than helping the spirit avoid inquisitive clairvoyance. If the pregnancy is terminated for any reason, the spirit can retreat to the nurturing safety of the spirit baby world. This means that spirit babies do not experience the loss of a body the same way you or I would. We invest a large part of our identity in the body. When the body dies, we experience a loss of self. No longer will our idea of who we are center around this body and its experiences. We feel a sense of ending. For the spirit baby, the death of the body in the womb means the loss of an opportunity, not identity. During pregnancy, the spirit baby's identity is fluid and moves easily between the spirit and physical worlds. The spirit baby's identity is not yet invested in the body. The body represents a possible rather than real self. If the body dies, the spirit baby's sense of self, karma, and destiny do not die with it. Safe in the womb of the spirit baby world, the spirit awaits the next opportunity to join its prospective parents. When birth time comes, the spirit baby must give up this safety net. The spirit must give up the connection to the spirit baby world in order to fully join and animate the body. By leasing this connection, the spirit commits itself to its karmic path, to its destiny as a human being. This destiny demands that the spirit experiences both the miracle of human life and the sense of loss that comes with death. Leaving a world where there is no death for one where death is the natural partner of life is a major transition for a spirit baby. To make this transition, spirit babies need someone to open the doorway between dimensions, someone whose energy reassures them, calming any fears or doubts, someone who has created a body for them so that they can enter and take their place in our physical reality. Spirit babies need their mother, the birth shaman. Pregnant women are very psychic. The mother's psychic preparation for the role of birth shaman starts the moment her pregnancy begins. The conception cord that connects the spirit baby to the mother has a strong stimulant effect on her energy system. It opens up the chakras and increases the mother's psychic sensitivities. When the second chakra becomes more open, for example, it amplifies the mother's sensitivity to emotion. It can seem as if the volume has been turned up on all the emotions both in and around her. What were once minor irritations, a barking dog, a complaining neighbor, can become major aggravations. When the sixth chakra opens up, so does the mother's sensitivity to the thoughts, forms of others. This can make her very sensitive to criticism, whether spoken or unspoken. The increased ability to perceive thoughts and emotions is very important for the mother spirit baby relationship. The spirit baby is, after all, still a spirit and must communicate on a psychic level. The mother's open chakra system makes communication with her spirit baby possible. It gives a mother the ability to effectively respond to her spirit baby's needs even when she is not consciously aware of them. In one reading, I was watching clairvoyantly as a spirit baby, a girl, showed me pictures of her last lifetime. When an image of the girl being physically abused appeared, I could feel from the spirit baby that the sorrow and pain of that lifetime was still with her. On a psychic level, her mother could feel it too. As soon as the image of the abuse appeared, a warm pink energy flowed out of the mother's sixth chakra and surrounded the spirit baby with a soothing, comforting glow. When I opened my eyes to address the mother, I noticed she had a notepad and was just finishing writing the word pink in large letters. Intrigued, I asked her why she had written it. Whenever I think of what colors I want to have in the baby's nursery, all I can think of is pink, she explained. While you were reading me, the color flashed in my mind. I wrote it down so I would remember to ask you about it. This kind of unconscious psychic communication between a mother and her spirit baby is common during pregnancy. The mother in the story could physically sense the unresolved sorrow and pain of her spirit baby and was already actively trying to heal and comfort her. Pregnant women are very psychic. Many do not recognize this only because they lack the context and vocabulary to explain their increased perceptions. In these cases, like the one above, their psychic perceptions are often reflected in their conscious mind as some desires, such as having only one color scheme in a baby's room. The mother's chakra system gets another burst of expansive energy right before birth time begins. About 1 week prior to the start of labor, the spirit baby begins to occupy the new body almost exclusively. One of the ways I can tell birth time is close is by looking at the location of the spirit baby oval. If it is consistently right next to or on top of the mother's uterus, the stage is being set for birth. The spirit baby's almost constant stimulation and animation of its new body sends a strong message to the mother's energy system. Get ready for birth. Her chakra system responds to the psychic call by bringing forth the birth shaman. Okay, masters, we'll stop here. Thank you.